Hi everybody. So I'm going to be making a couple of YouTube videos so you can play along. The cool thing about YouTube videos is that the viewer can go to that little gear icon down at the lower right part of the YouTube screen, and if you click on that you can choose what speed you want. You can either go faster by percentage or slower, and usually we want to go slower, so that'll be pretty helpful. This is the violin 1 part for an Elizabethan Madrigal. And a couple of things, I just want to give a couple of quick practice pointers before I play through the piece in its entirety. Right at the beginning, there's pizzicato, and we want to have our bow hold ready because the pickup to the 5th measure is arco, and we only have 1 quarter note, and quarter note equals 132 beats per minute, so it's really fast. We don't really have time to go from this kind of hold, plucking like this, and get a bow hold, and then so we have a good bow hold, right? It's at the big knuckle. What we do for pizzicato while we have the bow hold is we actually shift it from that point closer to where the finger actually starts, right? And you can also, I don't know if you can see it in this video, but I also kind of wedge my thumb against the hair and or the ferrule, wherever your thumb fits. So you kind of create this little clamp by bracing the thumb, the back of the thumb, the edge of the thumbnail there against the hair, bring the bow to the base of the first finger, and then have a really nice strong hugger fingers and pinky. And that gives you more finger to work with rather than the regular bow hold that's not much finger. You bring that in, brace it with the thumb, you've got a lot of finger. So that's one thing to play at the beginning. And I use kind of the strumming motion, and I try and use the meaty part of my finger, certainly not the tip or the fingernail, so make sure you have nice trimmed fingernails, and it takes some practice for sure. The other thing you may have noticed is I'm fingering the 3rd finger on the E string. That way, if I accidentally hit the E string, I'm actually going to be playing an A, which is an octave with the open A, so it won't sound funny. Because if I do it and I hit the open E, I don't really want the D and the A, the opening measure with the open E, and if I put this 3rd finger down, in case I hit the E string, it'll still sound good. You won't even really notice that high A. Okay, so that's one practice point. Another one is the bowing itself, and how do you emphasize this? We'd practice choking up on the bow, and that's good. You can go to that balance point, find your balance point. That was lucky. It's about a hand width above the silver wrap here on my instrument. And kind of choke up to that, and you can get a sense of more of what a Baroque bow will sound like. You notice I did 2 ups there. And bar 11 to bar 12 there. You can add that second up for that second A. So that gives you a wha, 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 fast bow stroke, and there's space around the bows. You can still do that with a regular bow hold. It's just you have to be more aware and feel lighter. Put a little helium balloon on your elbow. And you probably noticed I'm leaning into the 4th beat and then into the downbeat. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's about it for this piece. Really listen, there's 2 themes. There's the A theme and the B theme, of course. The A theme I've just played. And then what is the B theme? Let's see if I can find the B theme. Okay, so there's those two themes. Be really aware when you have those, and if you don't have that, back off. Okay, so here's the piece. I'm going to see if I can play it close to quarter note equals 132, and then of course you can slow it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I missed that last double stop just a little bit on the B, so I just decided to go with the G. That's the way to do it. You've got one good note, play it. I forgot to mention, this is a madrigal. It's a Renaissance piece, and there are some great YouTube recordings, and check out the lyrics. This is a frolicking spring piece for lads and lassies. The name of the madrigal is Now's the Month of Maine by Thomas Morley. And there's some interesting lyrics about a game. They're being very flirtatious, and it's about this game maybe they want to play with each other called Barley Break, which is it's kind of this flirtatious kissing game, I guess, that was popular in the Renaissance time in England and in parts of Europe, and apparently it's a little bit like tag but more adult tag. Anyway, check it out.